Welcome to Glorious Botafogo, your number one source of Botafogo news in English. And to start off the video, I am planning on making another video on telling the story of a Botafogo icon in English. So the choices are Garrincha, Newton Santos, Heleno, de Freitas. Posts in the comments down below who you want me to make this video about. I think it'll be really fun to tell the story of a big Botafogo icon in English, just like I did told the story of the club in English not too long ago. And speaking of the club, it is Botafogo's birthday today. Well, it is the birthday of the Botafogo rowing club, which was the first club of the two that merged together. The rowing club was founded in the late 1890s, and it was founded on July the 1st. So it is the 131st birthday of Botafogo today through the rowing club side. So happy birthday to the glorious, glorious Botafogo that really made history in these last 2 or 3 weeks. It was really incredible to have seen and to have witnessed that. Now, let's talk about managers, because we need to go after a manager. Renato Paiva was fired. And I just heard an insane story about Renato Paiva that once I heard, like, I literally said, "What?" out loud when I heard it. I was watching a video that Brownie posted on his channel about an hour and a half ago. And he said that someone told him that when Paiva first arrived at Botafogo, he felt forced to play Igor Jesus. Let that sink in. Paiva did not like Igor Jesus. He likes the big, target man striker like Arthur Cabral, and it doesn't surprise me that Arthur Cabral came. And it's important to have a player like Arthur Cabral in the squad. It gives depth. You can play different formations, and if you need an extra striker or somebody to be on, inside the box, he's the guy, right? But Arthur Paiva was isolating Igor Jesus, and it just kind of becomes clear that Paiva's strategy was not to play the offensive way that John Textor wanted. It's obvious, right? And you see what Paiva wanted to do at the Club World Cup. The problem is he did it well versus PSG, but he didn't do it well versus Palmeiras. And we were already witnessing that before, and John Textor was already pissed off. And so it just kind of culminated into that. So who are the names that Botafogo is looking at? So far, there's no manager. There's nothing signed, nothing concrete. But on this, because I was already going to make a video about Sérgio Conceição and Jorge Jesus, but Brownie brought two names that I guess there was one that was talked about, but he brought a brand new name that I think it's not going to come to fruition, because I think this coach is already signing with an Italian team, and that's Stefano Pioli, which was the manager at Al Nassr, which is now going to, I think, Bologna in Italy. So that's an interesting name. That's one we hadn't heard before. And then the other name is obviously Jorge Jesus, but it doesn't seem likely, as he's going to Al Nassr and he's going to be coaching Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's probably not going to happen either, although John Textor does like Jorge Jesus quite a bit. And then the other one, which seems to be everyone's favorite right now, is Sérgio Conceição. He is known to be a tough manager. He's not known to be the manager that becomes like a father to the team and all that. There's none of that. He got into fights in Inter Milan with a captain. So it's going to be a difference probably from Renato Paiva for sure. And then the other one that is a manager that John Textor really likes is Pedro Caixinha. It's not really news to Botafogo supporters that John Textor likes Caixinha. From, even before Arthur Jorge, he was already talking about Pedro Caixinha and how he liked. But I don't think that Pedro Caixinha is the name for Botafogo. But then again, when Arthur Jorge got signed, I don't think anybody was saying that Arthur Jorge was the guy either. So who knows, So, but right now, Stefano Pioli, probably not happening. Jorge Jesus, most likely not happening. Sergio Conceição, which is free, and then Pedro Caixinha is free. Not too long ago either, about an hour ago, Roberto Mancini posted on his Instagram something about Botafogo, and it said, "Vamos Botafogo, you are strong. Good luck on the championship." And Mancini is still available. So is this Mancini's way of saying, hey, I'm still here, I'm still interested? Because the only reason why John Textor did not sign Mancini was that he was not wanting to bring his salary down. I think Mancini wanted something about 4 million reais, and I think John Textor was offering 3, and Mancini said that for 4 million he would come, and I think he didn't really want to be living in Brazil at that time. The Botafogo shocked the world, so maybe he does now. Maybe he does want to come and coach the glorious Botafogo. But man, what a turn of events. I mean, Sergio Conceição, Jorge Jesus, Mancini. I mean, we will see. I think right now, I think Sergio Conceição might be the name that probably has the most chances, and that would be the one that the supporters would like the most. So let me know who you like down below. Let me know who you would want. I think out of these names, right, out of the 5 that we have, my favorite one, my preferred name would be Mancini, closely followed by Sergio Conceição. Jorge Jesus, I don't think it's going to happen, but he would be right there too, probably right there. You know what? Jorge Jesus would probably be my first choice for 2 reasons. He's an offensive coach. He's a good coach, and it would absolutely send Flamengo fans into a frenzy. They would go into a rage if Jorge Jesus would sign and be the new Botafogo manager, because they absolutely love Jorge Jesus over there, and really they are widows of him. They still mourn his loss. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got to bring you guys. If you got in here so far, leave a like, subscribe. If you're watching on X, repost to make sure other people see this video and see exactly what Botafogo is working with. There will be this entire week, Botafogo arrived in Brazil. They are arriving in Brazil, and we'll have the rest of the week off, and then all the players will return to the Lonelier on Monday. So hopefully by Monday, John Textor already has a name, already has a new coach, and already has this new Botafogo philosophy, basically the return of the Botafogo way that we had in 2024.